Hi, I'm Christy Fair, and I'm going to give you a quick web-based technology video tutorial over a program called Notion. Notion is an all-in-one workspace that can be used for sharing information, tracking projects, and managing productivity. Most people use this tool for project management. It can be integrated with other apps to enhance efficiency across multiple tools such as Trello, Slack, Google, etc. Currently, the company I work for uses Slack, Google Drive, and Notion for project management. When I make changes or updates within Notion, it will send a notification in Slack, which is our main communication hub. I can directly connect to Google Drive and Zoom from Slack. So being able to integrate all of these tools works well for the company. As you can see here, this is our educational content page that we use within Notion. I have my link to Google Drive here, which is one of the products that the team uses, and then here's the Slack link as well. And as you can see up here, it is linked to the educational content page within Slack. So if something changes in here, if somebody goes in and revises something, it will show up here in Slack within the page that you dedicated it to. So it shows everybody's progress and productivity. If I want to go look at something, I can go in and see exactly what it was that they did without having to switch between too many apps separately because they're all linked and integrated together. So from a corporate perspective, we obviously use Notion as a content management tool. As the instructional designer, this is kind of my domain here. I use the educational content page to do all of our cards, which is very similar to how Trello works, which I've used in the past, but this one provides me a lot more data and capabilities to track information. And then, we put our videos here, any guidelines, resources. You can build your pages out however you want. From an educational perspective, I did build a sample page here, which would be helpful for a K through 12 classroom. You can provide links to collaboration tools, again, Google Drive, any of your documents. And then, you can do a document repository. Students can collaborate with one another on them to work on documents. They just have to share. You can also add in your course schedule, things of that nature. One of the functions I like as well is you can add in a discussion. So if you wanted to prompt a daily discussion or something, you can just add it in right here and then everybody has access to it. So there's lots of ways to collaborate and communicate and work together on assignments through this. Some other features, you can build wikis, blog posts, you can get students to track their goals, you can do journaling. So there's lots of different options for pushing out educational content in a variety of formats. Some other properties that are useful from the educational standpoint is the teacher can actually track grades, keep track of their students, and then they can also store and work on their lesson plans right within the same workspace. So this is kind of a nice feature. One of the downsides to Notion is that, you obviously have to have internet access, but one of the nice things too is that you can install this on a user's desktop and your mobile device, and that's very helpful. So students don't have to be in a classroom to have access. They can have it on the go across time and space. The lesson I am designing focuses on project management and how it attributes to organizational success, but the tool that I'm going to be using for the learners in the hands-on activities is actually Notion, because this is the company tool that we use along with Slack and Google Drive. I really want to ensure that our employees understand how to use these tools to support the PM process and help our organization succeed. So while the training is going on, one of the things that we're going to have them do, I'll demonstrate how to use this, but I also will have them, pick a card and work on a task and go through the process. So what we have here is, they have to develop a sample question. Once the sample question is developed, it'll go into up next. Once it's in the up next, the actual content developers that will work on the questions for the learning management system, they will pull a card and pull it into in progress. Once that is done, it'll go into a QC revision column for any final checks, and then it'll end up in the completed LMS question column. So this will be a really simple exercise just to explain to the employees how this supports project management, because we're going from the first stage of the project all the way to completed, and then teaching them how to do it through use of these cards. I think it's going to be really simple, and it's going to help streamline a lot of processes that we have in place right now. So in summary, Notion is a great project management and classroom management tool that has many capabilities and features. Being able to integrate with other apps allows for continuous communication, collaboration, and productivity. For more information, please go to the following website.